Øđđs as APC plots consensus national chairman. The next national chairman of the All Progressive Congress APC is most likely to be a former state governor. It has become a convention that such stature of persons occupying the office, and it would most likely not change during the forthcoming national convention of the party. Shortly after the merger of legacy fringe opposition political parties into the APC, former Osun State Governor Chief Bisi Akande emerged as the interim national chairman, only for Chief John Øđđs himself, as a former Edo State executive, to succeed him and become the first substantive chairman. Currently, the Congress of Progressive Change (CPC) bloc in the APC is angling to produce the next national chairman. They argue that after both All Nigerian People's Party (ANPP) and Action Congress of Nigeria (ACN) have had their slots, it was their lot to produce the next national chairman. At the build-up to the 2019 general elections, party stalwarts, especially the Forum of Progressive Governors led by former Imo State Governor Uwela Rocha Sokorocha, demanded a tenure extension for Øđđs. However, the governors were stoutly opposed by some founding fathers of the party, who contended that the party needed a mercurial character to square up with the gangling opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP). The political godfathers contended that Øđđs was too much of a gentleman and as such could not muster enough pluck to rebuff PDP's gallant effort to bounce back as national governing party. In lieu of Øđđs' second term, another Edo State governor in person of Comrade Adams Oshiomohle'S was selected to mount the saddle by the kingmakers, and the development was ratified at the 2018 National Convention of the party. 2 years into his administration, after assisting the party to secure President Muhammadu Buhari's second-term mandate, Oshiomohle'S got entangled in a domestic political battle with Governor Godwin Obaseki, who incidentally was his political beneficiary and successor. While Obaseki sought his second term as Edo State Governor, he saw Oshiomohle'S opposition as a big stumbling block to the realization of his ambition. In the clash of interest between the national chairman and the governor, Obaseki's colleagues rallied around him to requite Oshiomohle'S for obstructing Øđđs' second term and trying to scuttle their colleagues' second term aspiration. To demonstrate the scope of their influence and relevance in the party, the governors orchestrated the suspension of Oshiomohle'S through the APC executives in Esako Ward 10. Although Oshiomohle'S overlooked the suspension as being unconstitutional, it later served as his Achilles' heels. Shortly after, a federal high court upheld the suspension and barred Oshiomohle'S from parading himself as the APC national chairman. An internal disagreement within the party National Working Committee (NWC) to who should act in the absence of the national chairman and deputy national chairman (South), a meeting of the party's National Executive Committee (NEC) was convened amidst fresh discord. At the emergence NEC meeting in Abuja on June 25, 2020, the NWC was dissolved. In its place, a Critical and Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee (CECPC) was set up in the interim to manage the affairs of the party and organize a national convention for new leaders to emerge. But although the 13-member CECPC, headed by Yobe State Governor Mai Mala Buni, was given 6 months to complete its assignment, including reconciling disenchanted members and organizing a national convention, it sought for extension of time. By next month, the extra 6 months granted to the Critical Committee to perfect the next instructions would elapse. Further, the membership revalidation exercise, which the Critical Committee cited as reasons for demanding an extension, has been concluded. But various issues are said to be cropping up, with which sources within the party said will make it impossible for the National Convention to hold or the Critical Committee to be disbanded. It will be recalled that prior to the tenure extension granted by the Critical Committee, the Deputy National Public Secretary of the party, Yekini Nabina, disclosed that the committee was already putting together a timetable for the National Convention, even as he declared that only after ratification by NEC the timetable will be made public. Nabina's intervention followed agitation by concerned APC members for the CECPC to organize the national convention within 14 days or risk mass protests. Now that the membership revalidation has been concluded, the party's caucuses, particularly that of the progressive governors, are grappling with contentious issues of zoning and timing of the national convention. Former governor of Zamfara State, Abdulaziz Yari, and his counterpart from Borno State, Senator Kashim Shettima, are among the circles of former governors angling to succeed Oshiomohle'S as APC national chairman. CECPC Secretary Senator John Akpanudehehe explained that issues regarding the zoning of elective offices remain the exclusive preserve of NEC, stressing that the mandate of the committee stops at reconciliation and organizing the convention. When noticing the seeming laxity of the CECPC towards the timely holding of the convention, the Director General of the Progressive Governors Forum, Dr. Saliu Lukman, warned the committee of the possible dangers of its vacillation on the party's cohesion. Lukman warned the CECPC not to abuse the confidence President Buhari and the NEC reposed on it by seeking to delay the convention beyond June 2021. Under no circumstances should there be any contemplation of another tenure extension. Party faithful and leaders should cooperate with the committee to complete the task of organizing a national convention to elect new leaders, he stated. However, while the PGD Director General wanted a speedy election to substantiate the National Working Committee members, some governors who are eyeing the presidential and vice presidential positions of the party busied themselves with calculations about zoning of the position of national chairman as not to diminish their chances. Reminded that the efforts are being made to ensure that the convention is not rancorous, Lukman asserted that even if the CECPC is able to complete its assignment, processes of internal negotiation to produce leaders of the party, the character and capacity of the new leadership must be put into consideration. The Director General warned that the committee must also weigh the scope of membership participation during congresses and national conventions, stressing that would determine whether the party is conforming to both democratic principles and progressive ideas. Yet, it was against the background of the scheming that former Nasarawa State Governor Senator Tanko Al-Makura is being tipped to step into Oshiomohle'S shoes to continue to pursue the program of reconciliation and peace building in the party. Despite being the only state governor on CPC platform, stakeholders of APC, especially his former colleagues in CPC, also said Makura has a quiet meme and might be cool-headed. Former Special Assistant to President on Debt Recovery, Mr. Oban Obla, recalled that Al Makura provided his political mettle when he defied PDP's control of the levers of federal power to win the Nasarawa State gubernatorial pool in 2011. It was a measure of his administrative know-how that Al Makura was appointed a member of the defunct CPC Merger Committee in January 2013 by General Muhammadu Buhari that discussed a merger with the then Action Congress of Nigeria AACN and any other progressive political party towards the formation of a broad-based political party to fight PDP, Obla stated. However, the challenge confronting the governing party is how to deliver on the consensus arrangement and managing the possible fallout of the National Convention, especially the stance of South-South Zonal Chapter of the party, that its tenured slot was abridged and ought to be made good for the zone. Nabina had declared that what the committee is trying to do, which is the most important thing, is first of all to make sure that there is unity, because we must not be divided to go into that convention. The committee is going to do the needful to make sure that we go into the convention with a united force. Well, guys, APC, they are still struggling to find someone to fit into Oshiomohle'S shoes. Let's hear what you think down below in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.